We're living like Larry. We're flying high, but not too high, 'cause we're living like Larry.
Woo! I love that. I love that a lot. It was
Ooh.
perfect.
Wow.
That was
It's
the
been
best
too
one
long.
yet.
We got the woo instead of Sam's bum bum, mixing it
I
up in
was just
season
excited,
3.
man. I couldn't bum. The energy was pumping. I feel like I just had a Red Bull or something, man.
No,
I'm
I,
ready to
I think
go.
I think we gotta mix it up in season 3 and go with EJ's woo.
I didn't go woo.
Oh, somebody went woo.
Oh, you
The
remember
guy
back
who was fucking talking. What? Get the fuck out of here.
That was Mark?
in the Carolina games was the woo woo. You know that? It's a Carolina Hurricanes goal. Man, I remember all those chants they used to have.
Isn't it
They
like
used to
a
have
buzzer
Michael
though when they
Scott.
score?
What?
No, no, no. It's not something for when they score. I think it's just something to like cheer up the
Oh yeah,
audience.
yeah.
Like
Like when the guy was
15
in the
minutes to
penalty
down.
box, like they would put one
Yeah.
of those meme videos up.
Yeah, Michael
I
Scott was
miss
in that.
those. I miss those. They don't do those
Ba-dum,
meme videos
ba-dum.
anymore when someone's in the box.
I know, it's not the same.
It's not.
They had one where they had this singing Muppets. There's a
hmm
video of the person in the box.
God, I
If you're
haven't been
not
to a
utterly
Canes game in
disrespecting
forever.
your opponent, what is the point?
As you're getting completely smacked by the team, it really is not the same.
The guy in the box has been like watching the game, like, wow, this sucks. They get a penalty. He's like, yes, I get to play the Michael Scott video. That'll show those losers.
This will bring in the fans.
Dude, I haven't been to a Canes game in forever.
Yeah, I haven't. I went to one last year, I think. But yeah.
I think
I
went
have
to
not
one,
been to visit my man EJ in a while, and I
That
miss
is
him.
true. That's
I've
because
not been to visit that couch that's by Larry's house.
we've been having
What?
a pandemic, for
What?
a while here.
Is that couch still there, EJ?
I doubt it. It was his neighbor's couch, and it was there because they were throwing it away.
And you didn't take it?
And that was like 5 years ago.
You could have staked it to the ground at the very least.
But you guys are telling me you saw a free couch on the side of the road, and you did not take it.
That's
Yeah.
just bad finance.
Yeah, that's poor business shit. Like
I
that's
didn't,
that's
I
a
didn't
free
have a
couch.
vehicle at the time.
Just
Uh,
call another person and just walk with it.
yeah, I would have.
Damn.
Oh, okay, no, I wasn't going that far. But he's not wrong. You could have
All
done
right, call
that.
another person with a bigger vehicle then.
Yeah, there's always a bigger vehicle.
Yeah,
Just ask to borrow the owner's house so you can store it in there.
exactly.
Hmm.
See, it's borrowing and not renting, so you don't have to pay him back.
I think if a respectful young man like EJ knocked on my door and asked to borrow my house, I'd say yes.
I'd be
I'd
a
say
little
yes.
confused.
I would be, if I were the homeowner, I would think that was a sexual thing. If someone just knocks on the door and asks
Like an
to
Airbnb sort of thing, like trying to
borrow
like
your
film a
house?
porno or
See,
something.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know if the right move is to call the police or get this man help.
I feel like solicitors are afraid of EJ's house because every time they knock on their door offering him anything, he thinks it's a sexual advance.
He opens the door, just kind of looks him up and down. Hey, all right, let's do this.
Yeah,
Keep 'em.
I get the cops called on me when I answer the
The
Not
Mormons don't go anywhere near his neighborhood anymore. After the third time he pulled down his pants.
Oh my
When was the
god.
last time you actually had like a Mormon or someone like that like knock on your door and try to talk to you about God?
Oh, jeez.
That was a long time ago.
Like freshman year of high school, I think.
Exactly. I feel like it's an outdated practice anymore. Like
What
they
was that,
finally
like
realized everyone hated
7
them.
years ago?
and
7,
they
8
just
years ago?
stopped.
Yeah. Either
Mm.
that or they're working covertly now. They've taken over the Girl Scouts and they're sneaking pamphlets into the cookies.
Ooh, it's like a fortune cookie now, but like
Really
Oh,
lame
without a
one.
fortune. It's different.
But you chop up the Bible line by line and just stick it in there.
Yes.
I feel like they wouldn't allow that. Isn't that like chopping up the American flag and then just trying to sneak the American flag places?
Yeah, I feel like
But
there
it'd
would
still be
definitely be
worth
some
it
issues
to
I
with
don't
buy
the
the
think
plan.
that's
cookies.
the same message if you
That's
find a
true.
piece of like red fabric in your cookie.
Are you telling me if you did not get pieces of a communist flag mailed to your house piece by piece, you would not be afraid?
Okay, well, it's in my house all at once, like in 50 million boxes. Yeah, I'd be a little concerned.
So would the Girl Scout cookies have to like change their shape to be more like fortune cookies where there's like an air pocket in there, or would they just bake it into the cookie?
They
I
just
just
bake it into the
assumed
cookie.
like
Yeah.
they got like a box of the cookies and we're just jamming them in there.
The cookies are just totaled. There's
Yeah.
a big fucking Bible stuck in the
Basically
box.
just like crumbs, you know?
You just
Or maybe
jam an
like
entire Bible in there. You don't even cut it up.
shove a
Would you
thumbtack in
actually
there.
be able to read the Bible excerpt? So at that point, like,
I'd know. I'd be so furious at the lack of cookies. I'd be throwing things, man. I
yeah,
wouldn't be happy.
yeah, I'd be upset too.
Mark would be irate.
Would you still buy the cookies though, Mark?
A couple more times. If it continued, then I would stop.
So
Why?
is this like a random occurrence where like it could happen to you, but it doesn't always?
Sounds like
Yeah,
gambling.
like they're slowly tapering it up, so eventually it'll be in every box. But they don't have enough manpower to get it in
Oh,
every box
gotcha,
right now.
gotcha. Do
What
they have enough
did you
Bibles?
just say that the Girl Scouts do not have enough manpower?
I feel like the more accurate. I mean,
I mean, that's
No,
technically
stop,
correct.
stop.
That's
I
technically correct.
said or woman power, depending
No,
on
you
who
did
you
not.
ask. Let's
They have
can
zero
we play the
manpower.
record back, please?
We cannot play the record back. That's
Zero
impossible.
manpower and
Why are
zero
you
woman
saying
power.
that the
'cause
Girl
they're all
Scouts
girls.
need manpower?
It's a word. I can't just start saying woman power all the time. Otherwise, people
At
will
a
get
time like
confused.
this in our country, you're gonna make a sexist remark on a podcast.
Gentlemen, I think it's time that we employ the resident sexist.
We employing somebody? We can't afford anybody right now. Are you crazy?
No, like employ the Mark, don't try
You
and
just
divert
wait,
away from
Mark.
this.
All right, I'm waiting. Go ahead.
All right,
You
let me
know
pull
how
up
we're
the
gonna
wiki.
you know how we're gonna afford an employee.
Let's see here.
Mark gets so much shit from us.
That is true.
That's 'cause you
That's
guys are full
his
of shit.
job. That is also true.
Every time somebody says something even slightly controversial, we just blame it on Mark.
Well, Mark was the one who said it.
Yeah, no one else says anything controversial.
If anything, it's we don't acknowledge it when someone else says something that is controversial.
That's true. We just
That's the problem.
Because if it's
Us
somebody else,
calling
we
Mark out on
understand
shit.
that there was no bad intent. With Mark, it's 50-50. He
Mark is
might have
just,
actually meant something.
Mark is
just
an
innately evil.
animal. You
said
never know.
Nothing. Even if I said nothing, there was bad intent behind that silence.
That's true.
Yeah. If you don't speak up, I mean, you're pretty much just racist. If you watch something racist happen, you're silent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So does that include mute people?
No, Mark.
Oh,
it
we're back
includes
on the
you.
mute people.
Stop trying to divert this.
All right. What about if we convert this to
I don't like.
Mormonism?
No. You're trying to bring hypotheticals into a very real life situation, and that
Alright.
is how you divert attention away. And I'm not going to let you do that.
Real life. I can focus. That's all right. So, me and my 9 3/4 fingers just said a sexist remark about the Girl Scouts. I need to go into hiding. They're gonna be coming for me. They don't take shit from no Boy Scout.
I would have never described your fingers as 9 3/4.
Yeah, can we get some measurements on
Well,
that?
isn't he
That's-
like
that's kinda-
missing part of
That
one
threw me
though?
for a loop.
One second, I
So,
got a ruler here somewhere.
did you stick your
Oh,
finger in
God.
that bike chain just for a Harry Potter reference?
Oh my God, he did.
Oh,
He's been
9
reading Harry
3/4.
Potter. He's
I
a
just finished it
fanboy.
actually. yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, see.
All right.
Huh.
My left
That's
my left
dedication.
pointer
What a
finger
fucking nerd.
it's roughly 9 centimeters.
Oh,
My right
centimeters.
pointer
Okay.
fingers. Oh, would you look at that? 6 centimeters. Fucking 3/4.
Oh,
What?
that's 2/3.
No, that's
Shut the
2/3.
fuck
That's
up. Let me have
2/3,
this.
buddy.
Let me fucking have this.
It's on the record. You can't just pretend that it's actually 3/4.
Oh my god, he did the measurements. Now he's trying to argue with the judges.
You
Sounds
could have
good.
just
You're
lied
supposed to
about
say
the
I have
measurements.
2/3 of a finger. It sounds. I don't know what 3/4 of 9 centimeters is.
I think
No,
listening
you
to
could
Mark
just use 10 or something. Just
listening to Mark argue is the
8.
perfect example of how not to debate someone.
Ugh,
He's
I
just
don't-
so bad at employing every debate strategy.
Okay, but there's no way you're missing a third of that finger.
What was that?
You're missing like half of the very top third of the finger.
And he still has a fingernail, so I feel like that counts for something.
Yeah.
So is it,
If you lost a
that a
third of your
sixth?
finger, you would not have a finger.
What? Are you saying I don't have a finger?
No, you do have a fingernail, and you have a lot more than 2/3 of a finger. I'm looking at my finger right now. A third of the way down is like halfway between the two knuckles.
Halfway. Which the
Like the
Which two
last two
knuckles?
knuckles, like the top knuckle and the middle knuckle.
Huh.
Yeah,
I'm
that-
looking at my
yeah.
finger a lot.
It
I
looks
don't know.
looks
So
about
I am
right.
just below the top knuckle.
You what? No. Are you really?
I'm trying to make sure I match it up. So I would let's just say I'm right at that top knuckle then.
But how
So
do you
then
still have a
2/3
fingernail?
sounds correct because that's 60%. So if he's just above 50%, 2/3, yeah, 2/3.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
that
sounds
does
about
sound
right.
right, but I'm curious about the fingernail now. How do you have a fingernail there?
How do I have a fingernail there?
Yeah, like right on that knuckle.
I'm confused.
How did your fingernail grow back? Is what he's asking.
Oh, they sewed the finger on.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Huh.
So were you missing more than 2/3 technically, and then they sewed some back on?
You know, I'm not really sure. Most of that surgery and everything is just a blur. I don't remember half of what happened. Apparently there was
So
a
for all
problem with
you know,
the bone growing back and it was like overgrowing, so they had to cut it back.
That sounds disgusting.
that's
I'm gonna be
horrible.
honest. That sounds disgusting.
What
It
it
was
sounds
pretty
like to
nasty.
me is that your shady memory can neither confirm nor deny the bike story. So for all you know, your finger was cut off doing something much more heroic or terroristic.
No, heroic, and leave it there.
I mean, look
I'm
at what his
leaning
name
towards
is.
the latter.
Look at what his name is in Discord.
What's his
Or
name?
my name is.
Biscuits?
Oh,
No, my name.
I was about to
Okay,
say
yeah,
his name's not that bad.
There we go.
Did the biscuits do it?
Well, that
There are
confirms it all.
sources that can confirm he is an
That
Antifa member.
is a secondary source right there that says
Are
Mark
there
is Antifa.
reliable sources
Yes.
that can confirm?
Oh, that's reliable. That's one of the core founders of this organization.
It's a direct secondary source.
I love how half the
what more do you
things
want?
I love how half
It
the
is a
things we've been talking about in
primary,
this
secondary
podcast require
source.
visuals.
No one said primary. No one said primary.
My
How do you have an
He's
indirect
already putting
secondary
words in my
source?
mouth.
my anonymous source has actually known this person, Mark, for a great many years. I trust what he says about him.
You have
So
an
it's a
anonymous
he.
source?
That narrows it down.
It's a yes. I'm not even gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole
Damn it!
because I'm immediately gonna get flipped
He
around.
was he was standing where he was about to step into a pitfall, and he just
was
stepped to the
looking-
side. He said,
I
"Nope,
was
not
looking
even."
off the edge of the cliff.
I
just
was
took
I was
step
in that
back.
pit. I was looking up and I'm hoping.
Mark was looking up,
Ooh.
like reaching, trying to grab the feet.
Mark was fucking attacking my feet at the edge of the pit.
He was like,
Damn
I
it.
want a friend, please.
Please, someone else.
Mm-mm.
Well, that was that close. If it hadn't been for you meddling kids, I would have fucking got him.
Oh, do we get a dog too?
I don't think we can afford a talking dog, but we can get a dog, yeah.
Oh, if we
Damn.
can get a dog, I can make him talk.
Yeah.
The trick is negative reinforcement.
You know, I've
Jeez.
heard that a lot.
All right,
Every
I've got a.
time-
I mean,
Every time the dog doesn't talk, you just hit it.
what is the
Oh,
best way?
no.
Very simple.
What is the
No.
best way to afford?
Hold
do
up,
not
what you
condone-
Sam? You're just gonna let him get away with that?
I don't know what he's saying.
God. He's beating dogs over here, and I can't use the word manpower.
That was actually so egregious. I felt bad for saying it. and I
As
didn't
long
get
as
any
he's
shit
beating
for
the
it.
dogs respectfully, I will continue to bash Mark.
I'm beating the dogs with their consent.
There
And
you
for the
go.
record, I don't condone the beating of dogs, consent or otherwise, because dogs are better than people and don't deserve that.
People are
But you're
kind of
still
garbage.
Want that on the record.
Beating them?
I'm
Well, yes,
glad we
otherwise they
took a.
won't talk.
I'm glad we took a stance on this issue. I think we're going to be on the right side of history.
Oh, we are on the right side. His Mark, on the other hand, I can't say.
He's been on the left all night.
He has been on the left.
On the left side of history, is that like a political thing?
You are the most liberal person I know, so yeah.
Really? Wow.
I think he's just saying it.
He could be trying to butter me up so I say something stupid again.
Trying
So,
to butter
Mark,
you up.
As a member of Antifa, do you have any defense before this episode concludes?
Yes, I'd like to start
Oh.
out my defense by saying I am not Antifa. That is also my conclusion.
Ooh, that's not. That's
Did
not a
you
good
see the
defense.
autonomous zone in Nashville though?
There's one in Nashville now.
Yeah, they were trying to start one in Nashville, and I was just thinking, like, Seth needed to get in there because Seth has cosplay, right? So Seth puts on his cosplay armor, walks in there, and he becomes the warlord of the Asheville Autonomous Zone.
What?
I'll come with you, and then I'll try and put up like a
Maybe this
resistance,
is a
and you just quickly
conversation for
kill me.
another day.
Ooh, I love this. I love this. So now we're setting up him as like the hero.
Yep,
Mark's gonna
yep.
come in and try to like tear the barrier down, and Seth's gonna come up in his knight costume and just stab him.
I think we can figure this out. All right.
I think we can. We just
I
gotta
wanna-
get to Asheville.
I want to hear an update by next episode, Seth.
And
All
then
right.
that would confirm that Mark is Antifa because he was trying to
Whoa,
take
whoa,
down
whoa.
free speech.
No, that's not the plan.
That is exactly the plan, and we're out of
All right.
time.
Let's all agree.
I'm
Yes.
glad we've got a 3 to 4 majority.
We'll
3
see
to
you in the
1,
next
good.
one.